Next, a man who murdered two men in London before dumping their remains in suitcases near Bristol has been found guilty of double murder. 35-year-old Justin Mascara killed Paul Longworth and Albert Alfonso while staying at their flat in Shepherd's Bush last summer. He decapitated and dismembered both victims, froze parts of their remains and transported them in luggage to the Clifton Suspension Bridge. The court heard that Mascara had filmed himself singing and dancing after the attacks, which were described by the prosecution as calculated and premeditated. Jurors at Woolwich Crown Court were shown harrowing footage before returning a unanimous guilty verdict on both counts. Sentencing will take place in October after a psychiatric report is completed. A Bristol father of three is urging other men to take routine checkups seriously after a surprise prostate cancer diagnosis that nearly cost him his life. Neil Maggs, aged 50 from Fishponds, was told he had stage 3 cancer in January last year after attending an over-40s health check. He underwent prostate removal surgery in March and says it saved his life. He's since spoken publicly about the emotional toll the experience took on his mental health and sense of identity. Mr. Maggs continues to have PSA checks every 2 months and has been told his current levels are good. He says the experience has prompted many of his friends and family to book their own tests. A man in his 30s is being treated for serious injuries after falling from a moving vehicle in Weston-super-Mare. The incident happened shortly before 9 o'clock on Upper Qustoke Road, prompting a large response from emergency services. Police said a woman in her early 30s was arrested at the scene on suspicion of driving under the influence of alcohol. And a decorated war veteran who served behind enemy lines during the Second World War has celebrated his 100th birthday, surrounded by family and friends. Henry Charles Francis, known as H, lives in South Gloucestershire and served in both the Royal Navy and Royal Marines. At the event, Mr. Francis was presented with a personal letter from First Sea Lord General Sir Gwyn Jenkins, praising his bravery during covert operations in Yugoslavia and Burma and calling him an enduring example of courage and resilience for new generations of military personnel.